Hey everyone, I'm Maurice Smith, and my shit. Hey everyone, I'm Maurice Smith from Group One, and for our project on people of the '80s music era, I chose Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is possibly one of the greatest, most influential producers of hip-hop history. He's largely responsible for the West Coast sound of the 80s and the 90s, and he's credited with discovering several top-name artists in the game. Just a little background information. He was born on February 18, 1965 in Compton, California. Both his parents were musicians. His father used to play with an R&B band, and his mother was just an all-around singer. And he switched high school several times because he did very badly in high school because he was mostly involved with socialism and music. So that also kept him out of gang activity that was plaguing the Compton area. He started DJing when he started going to the Eve After Dark, which was a club in Compton. He was actually influenced by Grandmaster Flash, which made him want to DJ. So he started DJing with the World Class Wrecking Crew, which is an electro hip-hop group that performed back then. And then he also used to mix for K-Day with DJ Yellow, who was also one of the group members of World Class Wrecking Crew. Some of his influences were Parliament Funkadelic, which is George Clinton's group, Isaac Hayes, and then of course Grandmaster Flash. His instruments are mostly the MPC 3000, the ARP string ensemble, and a variety of keyboards. In 1986, he met Ice Cube, and they started writing for Ruthless Records, which was run by Eazy-E, who was a local drug dealer turned rapper. So they started this group called NWA, or Niggas with Attitude. This included all these members of the group, as well as Arabian Prince, who left the group before their first album was recorded. He left the group in 1991 over some financial disputes with Eazy-E, but before that he produced all their songs on their two studio albums and their other albums. After leaving NWA, he started Death Row Records with Suge Knight. The story is that Suge Knight actually held Eazy-E at gunpoint and forced him to let Dr. Dre out of his contract. Under Death Row, he released his first album, The Chronic, which largely featured Snoop Dogg and was the introduction of Snoop Dogg into the game. And this also established the G-Funk sound, which is his signature sound, which came from sampling old funk records like Parliament Funkadelic and just adding a whole bunch of elements that made the G-Funk sound, which was the West Coast sound at the time. He produced for Snoop Dogg, Tupac, The Dogg Pound, and more, and just helped them jumpstart their careers until he left in 1996. When he left, it was because of Suge Knight. Suge Knight was known to be somewhat of an intimidator and had a strong arm method of getting his way, which was violent, and he didn't agree with that. So after that, he left and formed Aftermath in 1996, signing Eminem in 1998 under the suggestion of Jimmy Iovine, who was the head of Interscope Records, which is what Aftermath is under, and he continues to run Aftermath to this day. Dr. Dre still has a big influence on the music game. Some of the big name artists that he's influenced are just in this circle here. He's jumpstarted a lot of careers of big name artists such as 50 Cent, Ice Cube, Tupac, Exhibit, and of course Kendrick Lamar, who is a top artist in the game today. And these are just a couple of their guys. Also, he's also currently working on a Detox project. The album Detox has been in the works since 2002, and we're still waiting on it, but it's regarded as the most highly anticipated album in the rap game. Also, he has a big venture in his Beats by Dre headphones, which has made him one of the top 3 richest rappers in the industry according to Forbes. So that's my presentation. Here's my bibliography. Thank you for listening.